Welcome to eCBSE online classes. Today we are starting the module real numbers for class 10 mathematics. The specific topic of today's video is Euclid's division lemma. This is part A of the video series. When you think of mathematics, you think of numbers, correct? Let us quickly do a recap of classification of numbers. The numbers that you use for counting is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Correct? Those are called natural numbers and we represent those by capital N, and add 0 to this set. We call those as whole numbers and represent by capital W. Add negative numbers to it, minus 4, minus 3 and so on. We call those as integers and represent that with capital Z. So far these numbers don't have any decimal points. So add numbers with decimal points, which can be represented by a ratio P by Q, where P and Q are two unique integers and Q is a non-zero integer. And one thing you need to notice is these numbers with decimal points, either there are finite number of decimal points, or when there are infinite number of decimal points, the decimal numbers are having repeated patterns. These are called rational numbers and represented by capital Q. And there are multiple other numbers which has infinite number of decimal points which are non-repeating in their pattern. These are called irrational numbers. We represent those by capital I, and these numbers together, like rational numbers and irrational numbers together, are called real numbers and we represent those by capital R. Now let's look at these numbers in the form of a diagram. These are natural numbers, correct? Add 0 to it, that becomes whole numbers, and add negative natural numbers to it, that becomes integers. So what we can say is all whole numbers are integers, but not necessary that all integers are whole numbers. Now add ratios or numbers with finite decimal points or repeating pattern decimal points. We call those as rational numbers. So we can say that all integers are rational numbers, but not necessary that all rational numbers are integers. Now the other set of numbers where the decimal points have non-repeating pattern and infinite number of decimal points, those are called irrational numbers, and rational and irrational numbers together are called real numbers. So let's look at the topics of this module. The first is Euclid's division lemma. It deals with the divisibility of any two integer numbers. Again, next is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, which deals with multiplication of two numbers. So both of these are dealing with positive numbers. Then we will quickly revisit the irrational numbers that we have learned in the previous classes. And there is one more section called revisiting rational numbers and their decimal expansions. So for this video, let us focus on Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma. It deals with divisibility of an integer by another positive integer. Let us take a look at an example division here. We are trying to divide 32 by 2. The first number is 3 here. 2 times of 1 is 2. Subtract 2 from 3. We are left with 1. And bring the second digit number here. 2 here. So that becomes 12. So 2 times of 6 is 12. So subtract 12 from 12. We are left with 0. Here the number 32 is called dividend. The number 2 is called divisor. Number 16 is called quotient. And number 0 is called remainder. So we can write 32 is equal to 2 times of 16 plus 0. And repeat the same procedure for number 33. We are left with 1 as remainder, 16 as quotient. So 33 is equal to 2 times of 16 plus 1. So let us mark this. Now let's proceed with division of 33 by 3. So the first digit is 3. So 3 times of 1 is 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. Let us bring the second digit, which is 3. So again 3 times of 1 is 3. So 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. We can write that 33 is equal to 3 times of 11 plus 0. Repeat the same procedure for number 34. We are left with remainder 1. So 34 is equal to 3 times of 11 plus 1. Same with number 35. 35 is equal to 3 into 11 plus 2. So let us also mark this as separate box. Now let us try division with 4. So let us start with number 32 here. 4 8s are 32. So 32 minus 32 is 0. So we are left with quotient 8 and remainder 0. So 32 is equal to 4 times of 8 plus 0. And let's divide 33 with 4. We are left with remainder 1. So 33 is equal to 4 into 8 plus 1. And now let's divide 34 with 4. We are left with remainder 2. So 34 is equal to 4 into 8 plus 2. And lastly, let us try dividing 35 with 4. We are left with remainder 3 and quotient 8. So 35 is equal to 4 into 8 plus 3. So let us try to recall all the examples of division that we have tried so far. So here those are, and what we can see here, we can write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So A is equal to B times Q plus R. Correct? And notice the reminders here. When the divisor is 2, the remainder is 0 or 1. When the divisor is 3, the remainder is 0, 1 or 2. When the divisor is 4, the reminders are 0, 1, 2 or 3. So in a sense, reminders are always smaller than the divisors B. Correct? So what we can essentially say is 0 less than or equal to R less than B. So that is exactly what Euclid's division lemma says. It says given positive integers A and B, there exist unique integers Q and R satisfying the relation A is equal to B into Q plus R, where 0 less than or equal to R less than B. This is Euclid's division lemma. Please remember this definition, and we are going to work a couple of application examples in this video. Let us look at the first application problem. It says show that any positive integer is of the form 2q or 2q plus 1. Let's take some examples here. The number 32 can be written as 2 times of 16 plus 0. Its next consecutive number 33 is equal to 2 times of 16 plus 1. Let's take another set of consecutive numbers. 34 is equal to 2 times of 17 plus 0. 35 is equal to 2 times of 17 plus 1. Another two consecutive numbers. 52 equal to 2 times of 26 plus 0. 53 is equal to 2 times of 26 plus 1. Similarly, 108 is equal to 2 times of 54 plus 0. 109 is equal to 2 times of 54 plus 1. Another consecutive numbers. 162 is equal to 2 times of 81 plus 0. 163 is equal to 2 times of 81 plus 1. The division lemma says any positive integer A can be written as B into Q plus R, where 0 less than or equal to R less than B. Here B is the divisor, correct? If you notice the above examples that we have noticed, the divisor is 2 here, correct? So what will be the remainder? The remainder can be either 0 or 1. So A is equal to 2Q plus R, where R is equal to 0 or R is equal to 1. So essentially what we are saying is when R is equal to 0, the value A can be represented as 2Q. Those are nothing but positive even numbers. When R is equal to 1, A is equal to 2Q plus 1. This is nothing but definition of positive odd numbers. So essentially what we are showing here is any positive integer can be written as either 2q or 2q plus 1. Now let's go to the second application problem. It says show that any positive integer is of the form 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Let's revise the division lemma here. A equal to bq plus r, where b is the divisor, q is the quotient, r is the remainder, and r will lie less than divisor, correct? 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So here the options given are 3q, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. If you compare that with the right hand side of the lemma, bq plus r, you can quickly notice that here b is equal to 3. So when b is equal to 3, what will be the values possible for r? That is equal to r equal to 0 or r equal to 1 or r equal to 2. So now when r is equal to 0, a is equal to 3q plus 0, that is equal to 3q. When r is equal to 1, a is equal to 3q plus 1. When r is equal to 2, a is equal to 3q plus 2. So what we are doing is simply taking all possible values of r and substituting in the right hand side of the lemma, that is bq plus r. So what we are essentially saying is any positive integer a can be written in the form 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Hence proved. Stay tuned, we are going to solve more problems on Euclid's division lemma in the next video and go to the next topics. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel eCBSE Online Classes and follow us on Facebook. Thank you.